stream. Joe Sky here. Hope you guys are all doing good and having a wonderful day. This is the first live stream on my iPhone, so I have no idea if the quality looks any different or if things are different. But we're gonna have to really test things out. I want to welcome everyone in this live stream. We're gonna be talking about signs that you are leveling up spiritually. Okay, so it's not bad. I think the audio volume isn't bad. Let me know how it is. Um, so whether you're someone who's like, a strong believer in God, or if you're someone who's, spiritual and whatnot, this channel is for you. As you can, it's late today. We're definitely late on the live stream, so it's a bit rough. So welcome everyone to the stream. How was everyone's day? How is everyone? Chat. Alright, and we talk about pretty much like everything on this channel, so for fun, we can have some fun, talk about some other things as well. So if that's something you guys like, let me know. So I want to welcome everyone. How is everyone doing? How's everyone's day? Let's kick into this, right? So I think one of the biggest things I've noticed on my journey, with God and just leveling up spiritually, I think one of the biggest things I've noticed is feeling and being more alone. I don't know if any of you have lost a lot of friends lately, or if you're someone who's just started pulling away from people, getting away from people. General conversations, they're pretty much a waste of time. You lose a lot of old friends. This is just something I've realized. And I think anyone who's building a stronger connection with God will feel isolation. Will get to a point where, God's trying to get you to do more, trying to get you to your purpose, because a lot of us here have purpose. A lot of us here have, more in us, So we go through this isolation not as punishment, but preparation for what's to come. Welcome everyone to the stream. I appreciate everybody being in the stream. We talk about anything else. I know people were talking about WWE last time. WWE is really cool, here's another sign. I think it's a really good one right here. Questioning everything, right? Beliefs, habits, all your goals, everything you do, question it. You're questioning everything you're doing. You're questioning everything in the world. Matt, welcome to the stream. Can you elaborate on that? Another powerful sign is being sensitive to energy, being sensitive to places, people, things, all these things. It's pretty deep right there, Matt. How's your day going, Matt? You having a good day? It's good to have you here in the stream. Yeah, a lot of people are really talking about that. There's some really crazy stuff going on, It's crazy. Me, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Another sign is you lose things. You're losing things, relationships, bad habits, jobs. This happens when we're getting closer to God, when we're leveling up spiritually, finding our purpose. We lose everything that no longer serves us. And this is crazy because I know for me, like I got friends that are like gaslighting and things like that. So they gaslight, they do all that. And since I don't have that many friends now, I want to like hang out with them. But they're the wrong people for me. But I got nobody to hang out with. So it's either like be alone or either hang out with the wrong people. For me, it's tough. It's like who do I pick, right? If I stay alone, I feel like I'm gonna go miserable. And then if I'm with the wrong people, it's like, ugh, like you know them for so long, but they're just not the right people for you. And I know a lot of people make the mistake of going with the wrong people because they feel alone. But honestly, it's better to be alone than with the wrong people. Better to be alone than manipulated. Seriously, you know. It makes you stronger. Being alone is a superpower because my friends can't be alone. Like they nonstop, like literally, like when I used to go to get lunch or get food, they can't sit by themselves. They literally cannot be by themselves at all. Like they need to have people around them, constant entertainment, constant everything. Like, they can't be seen alone. Everyone's got an image. Like for me, I would sit alone at the dinner table or the lunch table at school. There was a period where I did that. Eventually, it got really difficult in the long run. But I kind of just gave up everything. I gave up the girls. I gave up all the friends, athletes. I used to be with the cool kids. We used to go to like Lifetime and Hoop, etc., etc. I pretty much gave up all that, and I started being alone. This was like in high school too. It was rough. Like I never forget it because I felt miserable being alone. But I did it when I was 18. I did it and it sucked, but it made me a stronger person because I learned to be alone. So being alone is really like, I really think it is a superpower. Being able to handle being alone specifically, you know. You get more synchronicities. This is a huge sign you're leveling up. Repeating numbers, angel numbers they call them, like 222. Been seeing that a lot. 1111. It's funny. It's funny because you see these a lot. A lot of successful people, a lot of wealthy people use numbers like that. You know. Yeah, everyone, I think goes to a period in their life where they're alone, especially a man, 100%. You know, developing a stronger intuition, trusting your gut more is like so key. You know, um, trusting your intuition is very key. So this is a big sign, very big sign. Let's dive into some deeper signs. No longer needing external validation. This is like powerful right here. You know, being okay with being misunderstood. I think this is like key, right? Because a lot of people, people that are like overthinkers, people that like think a lot, um, more intuitive, more logical, right? You got to be okay with being misunderstood. You don't want to argue with someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. You're wasting your time. Seriously. We have a lot of potential. So you got to be okay with being misunderstood. Another thing is having a stronger desire for peace over drama. We want more peace. I think this is big here. I feel like most of Twitch, most of these, you know, younger entertainers use drama for entertainment, and to keep higher retention for their watch time, keep people engaged and watching. I feel like you could just use certain things to keep people engaged, whether it's comedy, but people will use drama because it's so much simple. They'll argue, they'll literally make BS decisions. They'll literally just do ridiculous things just to get people triggered and pissed off, and they all go crazy on the internet about it. Right? Like I feel like this is literally what the news does, media does, and a lot of streamers, a lot of content creators. They'll pretty much use this to get and stay on top. That's what a lot of people will do. Right? But getting away from that drama is key, right? We want more peace. This is a huge sign you're leveling up spiritually. You're seeing setbacks as lessons. When things go wrong, it's not why. It's what is this teaching me, right? You have to understand that failure is a part of the growth. Big right there. You're comfortable with uncertainty. This is a big one too, right? No longer obsessed with controlling everything. You let go because you're not in control of everything. You trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even if you don't have all the answers. You naturally attract like-minded people. You want to make it to the top, you want to be successful, you need to attract the like-minded people, which is something I'm trying to work with right now, right? It is. It's very hard for me to attract the right people. I don't want to think that way, but I gotta keep working on that, right? Getting the right people, you know? I do get a lot of good people on my other channel, that's for sure. You are less reactive and more responsive. I love this one right here, right? Because I feel like every person I know is constantly gaslighting me in real life. I feel like every person I talk to literally tries to gaslight me and tries to argue with me every second. They'll literally pull up something from 20 years ago that's embarrassing just to get me to overreact. They'll literally say something just to make me argue. So I'm obviously, less reactive to this. And I'm not less reactive because I don't have the energy. It's because I don't want to feed that energy. I don't want people getting in my mind. You'll notice when it comes to exercising and training, it's all about it's in the mind, when you're pushing and stuff, right? The mind is very powerful. And a lot of people want to control that damn thing. So being less reactive is key, right? Respond with intention, not emotion. People want to control your emotions. That's what they want to do sometimes. You feel called to serve others. This is a huge sign you're trying to level up, right? You want to help other people. You want to be of service. This is literally what a lot of people do to make money on YouTube and social media. They'll try to find a way to help a certain group, community, people, some niche, and they'll try to just, do something, right? But you're doing it for service. You're doing it to help other people, right? This is a great way. If you're trying to go up on social media, find a community of people, people that may have addictions, bad habits, or not trying to waste time. A lot of cooking channels are great, right? Especially if you can help people cook quick meals with air fryers and whatnot, anything like that, Helping other people is good. Being grateful for small things is a big sign you're leveling up, right? Honestly, like appreciating the small things in life. You know how they say like you need to appreciate the small things to appreciate the big things? Well, I'm going to take it up another notch. You need to appreciate the small moments in life because the small moments are the moments you're experiencing right now. Those are the moments that are going to make you happy right now. with the life you're trying to go for, that's gonna take years to happen. The life, the money, the fame, that you need to be happy right now. When you're grateful with what you have right now, the simple moments, that's how you bring happiness right now, and that's when more happiness comes later on. It's gonna come quicker. Victor, what's going on? Hey, we're tapping in, man. We're tapping in. That's what we're doing today, man. I'm sorry you're stressing out, man. I was tapping in there. I'm sorry, you know. But being grateful for the small things is so key, you know. Being detached from material things is big too, right? Appreciating what you have, but don't be attached to possessions. Um, I feel like I myself do not care that much for material. I mean, yes, it's nice to have watches, you know, a chain, you know, but like for me, I don't know, like I don't care that much. It's like not in a bad way. It's like I'm not attached to possessions, you know. I personally I don't care. Like if people give me a watch, you know, I have a nice watch, really decent watch, you know. Um, I don't care for those. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like there's certain things I really like, and there's just things that I just a lot of material I just don't like, you know, because it's temporary happiness, right? Like when you get everything you want, different. Victor, Victor, bro, spot on right there, man. So good to have you here in the live stream. You know, yeah, everyone wants to be right. Everyone, it's ego, right? When you're letting go of the ego, that's a big sign right there, right? Letting go, like no, you don't let go of it, right? You think you're letting go, but what you're doing is listening to your intuition instead and learning from your ego. So the ego, for me, the ego gets triggered. Trigger says, trigger something I need to heal, work on, and I'm no longer triggered, right? Like people want to be right because something in them from childhood says I ain't good enough, I can't be wrong, this or this, some sort of, you know, trauma, some sort of thing. So the ego actually isn't a bad thing at all. The ego is something you shouldn't listen to, but it's something that's teaching you something that's unhealed from within, right? Because I always want to be better in Fortnite. So when these little kids they start doing the, you know, quad edit, triple edit, mongrel classic and clip the crap out of me, and I get all pissed off in Fortnite. I'm better than them. I can teach them. I know what they're doing. I know I'm better than them, right? Ego. I gotta be like, okay, I got clipped pretty bad. Everyone made fun of me 2 years ago. That's why I get triggered from this, right? So we always want to act like we're better. We always get pissed off when we get clipped or something, and that's because I got something from the past I gotta work on. So a lot of people have stuff that they have to heal. A lot of people have things that they need to work on, you know? And it's big. How's everyone doing? How's your day going, Victor? How's everyone's day, by the way? If you guys could hit the like button, it would mean a lot. It would be supportive, you know? Did Victor leave? Victor! Alright, I think we pretty much jumped into everything. I pretty much went to everything. Anyone want to talk about WWE or the Jake Paul fight? I think it's happening like another week, right? It's a big payday right there. Let me tell you that right now. I think they're both gonna make a lot of money. Make sure you guys subscribe as well, man. Oh, you're still here listening? Yeah, how's your day going? I don't know if I asked that question, but like I've asked how's your day going, and yeah, I'm waiting for the response. You know what I mean? How's your day going? Like how's your spiritual journey? Are you on a spiritual journey? Are you you know, strengthening your connection with God? Uh, I don't know. You know. What do you mean? What do you mean? I think I watched yesterday. What did they do? Right? Like they're gonna have Ron Killings, aka R-Truth. They're gonna have him fight next week, right? Isn't that what's happening? You could tell. You could tell John Cena wants to turn babyface. I think so. I think I'm starting to notice it. I don't think he wants to keep playing heel, you know? I saw some footage. He was like, I don't know. I made a channel trailer last week, you know? Interesting. That's interesting. That's a good one. You want to put Grayson Waller in Theory, but the problem is that Theory had an issue. Theory fought him in the past, so I don't know. Like, it'd be weird if they got along, right? But that's not bad, though. It's not a bad idea, though. What's that one dude's name? I forgot his name. Riley or something. He was close with The Miz like 10, 15 years ago. Imagine bringing him and having R-Truth as a team. I'm not gonna lie, that'd be pretty crazy. Like Ron Killings, John Cena, and what was his name? Alex Riley? I forgot his name. Them three. Or even The Miz. I don't know. I think it would work because Miz is just so good on the mic. You know, Miz and Truth, that one time when they broke in a Hell in a Cell match or something and they got arrested, that was like the best thing ever. That was like one of the best clips of all time. How's everyone's day, by the way? I hope everyone's having a good day. I agree 100%. I 100% agree with that. I feel like what is their name? You know, like they don't have a name. It started off good though. It started off good, but then I felt like when they brought Bronson Reed in there, they should have brought Killer Cross, man. Like what is this guy doing in the show? Wasted talent, you know? Too much wasted talent. You know, like Bronson Reed could have joined Solo, right? I think that'd be great. You know, I think it'd be great. Or even Bronson could have joined someone else, but he's good on his own. You know, Um, yeah, I don't know about this. He does look a little out of place, you know? And they gotta give him light. They gotta give Braun Breaker like a title as well, right? When's the next pay-per-view? Right? Oh yeah, Night of Champions was like June 30 or something. 100%. Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like there's just so much waste. You know, like I don't know what they're doing with Drew McIntyre because I think he's a probably one of the best champions. You know, Sheamus is good, but he's done a lot. He's been champ. I feel like Drew McIntyre could definitely like deserves it. Gunther, he's got to go. Take a break. I mean, his whole career has been champion. Like, it's fun, Like, I enjoyed Gunther, but I feel like we gotta give it to some other people, If the championship goes in Seth Rollins' hands, it's like boring at this point because we need new people. Punk deserves it too. I feel like he could have won Money in the Bank. And I think Punk having Money in the Bank briefcase would make it more exciting than Seth Rollins. Um, Finn Balor depends. Depends. I don't know what kind of future he has. I like Damian Priest. I think he's the future of this company. I think he's big deal, but hopefully they book him right. But everybody goes up and down, so I feel like Karrion Kross, he deserves way more light. Like they should definitely do something with him. He's just talking. That's like all he does there. What do you think is better, like Monday Night or Friday Night SmackDown? Yeah, it's like all over the place right now. It's crazy. Fair enough. Fair enough. What did you think about Jey Uso as being champ? Like, do you think he had a good run, or you think he should have kept going? A little more. Terrible. Oh, I'm a Jey Uso fan. I think it was a fun run, but feel like another month or a few weeks would have been nice. It was really hype up, so it's pretty good. Switch it up a little. Hey, I'm unreal. Dang, he should have never had the belt. That's crazy. No, I feel like he deserved. I feel like he deserved the belt. You know, like I mean, he was destroying people when he first got with Roman. You know, what do you mean? Yeah, we're pretty much done with that topic. That was like the first 20 minutes. Now I'm just talking about like fun stuff. But essentially, what we're talking about leveling up spiritually is we're talking about signs that you're leveling up. Oh no, no, it's all good. Brandon, welcome to the stream. I think I've seen you before, right? Um, yeah, we were talking about signs, like questioning everything, being more alone than usual, going through isolation, because God sometimes puts us through isolation. Um, noticing the synchronicities in life, the repeating numbers. We're pretty much talking about everything. Being more grateful, being detached from material, feeling called and served to help others. That could be anything. That could be anything. So yeah, a lot of signs right there. A lot of people, they feel like they need to serve at church. Um, that's a big one right there. Make videos. There's just one person very successful on YouTube, make a lot of videos. Talk about isolation with God and everything like that. Um, no longer needing external validation. I think is a big sign right here. No more drama. Being more to you peace. I don't know. There's like certain things I can talk about and I can't talk about. And that just has to do with certain media and that just has to do with terms of service with YouTube. So I don't even know if that's something I can even talk about. But right now, I mean honestly, like I said 1 year. I said give the next president 1 year. You know, I feel like give Trump a year and see what happens. And right now, are we halfway? I don't know. Like market wise, is there any differences? Are things cheaper? I don't see it. I don't see much of a difference. Like things are just slightly cheaper. So, I don't know. Things are better in some ways, but I don't even know. I mean, I just think this whole president thing at this point is kind of like a scam. I mean, they're just wasting all of our tax money, and someone's going to office. They're not doing anything. I know about cryptocurrency. I know about it though, but I don't really do much of that. You think it's gonna go up? Does it feel like it's been like the same price for a while now? It looks like it's doing good, but I don't know. Like it's supposed to explode, Like I don't think that's happening. That's great. It's amazing. I definitely think like Trump, like how do I say like definitely represents like pretty strong person, right? Like he's pretty strong, and he goes through a lot, been through a lot. We would assume, But I don't know. We're 6 months in. Have things really shifted? You know, is the economy doing much better? Are things cheaper? I heard like some places have cheaper gas, but like, I don't know. Does that mean like people have to use Bitcoin or something? Or does that mean that the US is going to be investing in that, you know? My favorite wrestler, bro, I don't even know, man. Like, I don't know if I have one of all time, but I feel like I've definitely favorited um, a lot of people, like Cesaro. Yeah, Cesaro is definitely one of them, you know. Like Jey Uso became one, you know, as well, like the last few years. I really like him. I just relate to his story, you know. I relate to him being like manipulated and gaslighted by Roman in the early days. So that's why I'm a big Jey Uso fan because I feel it, you know, understand it. That's why people like Jey Uso because they really like his story and what he went through. I think a lot of people can relate. Like right now, I feel like my favorite is probably Jey Uso, but like it's tough to say of all time. What is your favorite wrestler of all time? I'm not. A lot of people say that though. All right, I'm hitting 40 minutes right now. Phone's gonna die, so probably gonna end the stream. I don't know when I'm going live. Maybe tomorrow. You know, HBK. That's definitely like that's an amazing pick right there. Yeah. He's running NXT right now. I think he's making it really good. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the live stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Everyone have a blessed night. You know, take it easy, have some fun. You know, uh, and y'all take it easy, have a good one. All right. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you guys subscribe and like. You know, we'd always talk more like this. You know, at the end of my live streams and whatnot. Have a good one. Good night. So see you guys.